Hello again, everyone. It's Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, here at the inaugural Classic Rewind weekend here at the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's Saturday. It's hustle and bustle here, as always. We are making the rounds, and I have the honor and privilege of standing here with the star of Bewitched, Erin Murphy. Erin, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. How's the show been for you so far?
It's been a lot of fun. It's always fun to come into a city I don't get to very often, and I've been hanging out with all my old friends and meeting new people. It's been fun.
Very cool. And that's always a question that I ask. Like, what degree of fandom do you have? Like, do you like to meet other people, media people?
Yeah, I don't think I have a high degree of fandom at all because I grew up in the business, but I have a ton of friends who are here, and I always like meeting new people from shows that I watched when I was younger and watch now. So I wouldn't consider myself a fan. I'm more of a friend.
Okay, fair enough. I like it. I like it. So I'm always fascinated by the various experiences of child actors because, as we know, sometimes it doesn't quite go so smoothly. But in your case, what was the experience like for you?
For me, it was a great experience. I worked with wonderful people. I had fun on the show, and it's led to amazing life experiences. I've traveled the world. I do a lot of fun things now because I was a kid actor, so it was all good.
Very cool. Does it ever surprise you that after all this time, Bewitched around a long time ago, I grew up with it. Does it ever surprise you that after all this time, people come to these shows to meet you and talk to you about it?
It really doesn't. I mean, one of the reasons I decided to do this show is I have social media. So on Facebook and on my Instagram, people are always asking, when are you coming to our state? We'd love to meet you. So it's kind of a way to meet a lot of people in one place. So it doesn't surprise me that people still love Bewitched, and I'm happy they do.
Well, that's great. And I am just a fan at heart. I feel privileged to get to do this and to talk to some of my favorite stars. So I love hearing that, about why each person chooses to do a convention. And, this isn't just any show. So if I'm going to pick up one of your pictures here, Bewitched is iconic. So what is it like just being part of such a piece of TV history?
It's weird for me because I started when I was a baby. I mean, I was on the show until I was 8, so it's just part of my childhood and my life. So I don't know what it's like not to be on a kid actor.
All right, fair enough. That's a great answer. So, what are you up to these days? You still working in the industry? What do you got going on?
I'm still in the business. I am lucky to live on the beach in Malibu, so I have kind of the greatest life.
Sounds terrible.
But I do a ton of voiceover. During the pandemic, I was able to pivot and work with what was going on. I set up a home booth, and I do a lot of voiceover. If you watch the new Batman, if you listen, I'm the weather girl, the newscaster. I'm all through.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah, so I do a lot of looping, which is what it's called.
So what are, I love that. What are some of the unique challenges of doing voiceover as opposed to on-camera work?
Well, you can wear your pajamas when you work, which is fun. But it's a tough business to get into because it's, very competitive, and I feel lucky that, I work hard and people respect my work ethic, and I'm nice to everybody. So I was lucky enough to get into it, and it's a good gig, so I'm having a lot of fun with it.
That is great. So I have one last question about Bewitched. If you could pick one, what is one? No. What is one of your fondest memories of being on the show?
Oh gosh, probably time when I wasn't filming, when I would hang out with Agnes Moorehead in her dressing room, and she would draw little cartoons for me and tell me stories. So it was the friendships and things I have with the other cast.
Very cool. Very cool. So you mentioned social media. Before I leave you, just tell the fans how they can follow you on your various social media.
I'm on Instagram. I'm Erin Murphy Bewitched. I don't even know what my name is on Facebook, but if you Google Erin Murphy, I've got a public page. I'm Twitter. Google me and you'll find more information than you would ever want.
Fair enough. So, Erin, thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. It really was a pleasure to meet you. Like I said, I'm a fan, so it's kind of a big deal for me to get to meet people from my favorite shows. So thank you. Wish you success in all your projects, and have a great rest of the weekend.
You too.
Thank you. Erin Murphy, everybody, here at Classic Rewind Weekend at the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. This is Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, signing off. We will see all of you in the next interview.